someone predicted their own death. Not once, not twice, but three different times. And what if every prediction came true? This is the strange true story of William Thomas Stead, a man who believed he would die at sea, and in the end, he boarded the most famous ship in the history, the RMS Titanic. William Stead was born in England in 1849. He became one of the most famous journalists of his time. He exposed corruption, he challenged powerful people, and many people respected him for his fearless fighting. But Stead had another side. He was deeply interested in spirituality and the supernatural. He believed spirits could communicate with humans. He attended spiritual meetings and he often talked about life after death. Some people admired him, others thought he was strange, but Stead strongly believed that sometimes humans could sense danger before it happened, and slowly he started saying something disturbing. He believed he would die at sea, not from sickness, not from old age, but in a shipwreck. At first, nobody took him seriously. In 1912, the Titanic was not just a ship, it was a symbol of human confidence. People believed technology had defeated nature. Newspapers called the Titanic unsinkable. The ship was huge, beautiful, luxurious. Rich passengers enjoyed expensive food and grand rooms. Poor families traveled with dreams of a better future in America. But nobody imagined the ship would soon become one of the deadliest disasters in history. But among all passengers, there was one man with a strange feeling. A man who believed this would be his final journey. His name was William Thomas Stead. As the years passed, Stead continued saying something strange to his friends. He believed he would die in a shipwreck. Sometimes during normal conversations, he would suddenly say, "I think I will die at sea." People laughed when they heard him. At the time, ocean travel was considered very safe. Ships were becoming bigger, more luxurious, more advanced. People believed humans had conquered nature. And then came the Titanic, the biggest and most luxurious ship ever built. People believed nothing could sink it, but strangely, Stead never seemed fully comfortable about the journey, almost like he already felt danger waiting ahead. In April 1912, William Stead boarded the Titanic to travel from England to America. The atmosphere on the ship felt magical. Passengers walked through beautiful halls and grand staircases. Music played softly in the background. People celebrated the future. Everything about the Titanic looked powerful and perfect. Before leaving, Stead reportedly made another chilling statement. "This may be my last journey." Some people thought he was joking. Others ignored him completely. After all, this was the Titanic, the ship people called unsinkable. On April 10th, 1912, the Titanic began its journey across the Atlantic Ocean. Thousands of people stood on shore waving goodbye. Nobody imagined many passengers would never return. For 4 days, the journey seemed peaceful. Passengers relaxed, children played, music filled the ship, but deep in the dark Atlantic Ocean, danger was waiting silently. On the night of April 14th, the ocean was calm and freezing cold. Most passengers were asleep. The sky was dark. Then suddenly, a lookout spotted something ahead. The crew tried turning the ship, but it was too late. The Titanic struck the iceberg. At first, many passengers did not understand the danger. Some even joked about it. But below the ship, what was rushing inside? Very quickly, the horrifying truth became the Titanic was sinking. Panic slowly spread across the decks. Passengers rushed toward lifeboats. Families cried and searched for each other. Crew members shouted instructions. Then another terrifiable truth became clear. There were not enough lifeboats for everyone. Exactly like the disaster Stead had written about years earlier. Some passengers still refused to believe the ship would sink. Others prayed. Some jumped into the freezing ocean. Survivors later said the cold water felt like knives cutting through the body. More than 1,500 people died that night, including William Thomas, the man who predicted his own death again and again and again. Nobody knows exactly what happened to Stead during his final moments. Some survivors said he helped women and children reach lifeboats. Others said he remained calm while chaos surrounded him. One story claims he quietly accepted his fate, maybe because deep inside he believed this moment has already been waiting for him. At 2:20 in the morning, the Titanic disappeared beneath the Atlantic Ocean, and William Stead disappeared with it. Even today, people still debate this mysterious story. Was Ted simply intelligent enough to understand the dangers of ocean travel? Was it coincidence? Or did he somehow sense his future before it happened? Nobody truly knows, but more than 100 years later, his story still feels disturbing because sometimes the scariest predictions are the ones that come true.